Our live. So, are you melting there in Texas?
Yes. In fact, the first time I step into the sun, I'm gonna turn into a pink little piggy. That's how bad I get sunburned.
Oh, you're like me. See, I've got this Celtic skin. It's. I've always stayed out of the sun most of my life, or put on sunscreen. My mother used to slather up when it first came out, slathered it on me, and it was kind of like that sanitizing gel. It looked like that. It was this clear gel, and she would spread it on me. And the thing is, back then, that you missed, like if she missed a little, strip, that strip would burn. Whereas I think the sunscreen now, it's a lot easier to spread, or it doesn't really happen like that. But oh yeah, I'd be deep red, like I'd sunburn so easily. So I just
Yeah.
respect that. And yeah, yeah, probably why I have good skin, because I was never I was never a sun baby, frying myself on the beach.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah, yeah. So I remember going to Hawaii with some teaching colleagues, and back in my 20s, and they would laugh at me because I would have be under a palm tree, and I'd have a towel on my legs, and the rest of me was under the shade, and I'd have a hat on and the sunglasses and everything. And they took pictures of me and made fun of me. I said, yeah, well,
That's me. I definitely do the same thing.
yeah, I don't
I
want to
was in
be.
Hawaii too, and I burnt my feet, and
Yes.
they were all red. I think I have a picture of it. I'm gonna find it.
I can remember as a kid, we'd go to this place that was 2 hours away from home, and it got very hot there. And I can remember being walking on the street because we were doing some shopping in the little town, and the top sunburned. Oh,
Oh my
I
gosh.
was wearing flip flops, and actually we used to call them thongs until those
Uh,
other, yeah, they were called thongs. At least that was a Canadian term for it, until, yeah, just like me,
and they
exactly.
were so bad that they started bleeding.
Yeah, I know. I could go back and I can feel the pain.
Yep.
Yeah. Hey, Michelle. Hi, Jake. Hi, Sharon Sipe.
Oh, people are here.
Elen, my buddy Elen. Elen. I've done a personal reading for her, and lady, just as lovely as she comes across in the chat. And who else is
Yes.
here? Just Jake. Hail, hail! You're back. That's great. I think Hail, hail was a new viewer yesterday, and I answered a question for her.
Ooh.
Um, yeah, so people will start trickling in. As I said, not used to me. Um, Sorry, they're not used to me coming on Sundays. So Michelle says, Shanghai. Oh, yeah. Aiden reads tarot. Do you think I could remember your channel name? So I'm glad you got it there.
Yes, that's my channel name.
Yeah, I thought it. I thought it was an Aiden does tarot, or I thought.
I mean, it sounds the same. Aiden reads tarot, Aiden does tarot, Aiden pulls out tarot.
Aiden bathroom tarot or bathtub tarot.
Yes, yes. And
That
hi,
was,
hi everybody.
yes. Hi, Elan. So I've got a standing invitation that if I ever go to England, I can stay with her, and also Shield Maiden Tarot, yeah, the one that lives in the
Mandy.
in Mandy, yes, and there's some other two that said please come and visit. So wow, I mean it's on my bucket list to do the UK. My peeps are from Ireland, and my bucket list is to go over there and either purchase a motorcycle or rent one, and B&Bs, and just check out Ireland. Just
Yeah, you can do a whole English tour.
yeah, not English, dear, Irish.
Oh,
Rather
Irish.
rather sensitive about that.
Yeah,
The
I get
history
it.
between the English and the Irish is quite testy.
Yeah, I'm Irish too. I just haven't like dove into my history really.
Oh, you're a fellow. Oh, yay! That's why we get along so well.
Yeah, yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, I'm. I'm 15 16ths Irish.
Oh, wow.
An Englishman got in there. My great grandfather George.
Oh, I need to take a DNA test and see what I am.
Yeah, yeah. So I think I'm pretty well, almost 100% Irish. Um, but my mother's side is the Catholic Irish, so Southern Ireland, um, and my father's family is Northern Irish, uh, Ulster. In fact, my grandfather immigrated here to Canada when he was 19 because he was a member of the Ulster Constabulary, so he was a police. And the IRA had a price on his head, so he had to leave.
Oh my gosh, this
Yeah.
is scary.
And well, I didn't even know that until my daughter was in grade 5, and she was kind of going through our family tree, and the topic was they were doing a project on immigration, so they wanted to know where our families came from. So, and the reason they came to Canada. So I phoned up my dad. I said, my daughter was with me on the phone, and I said, I never knew the reason why your dad came here. And so he told me, and I went, oh my gosh, I had no idea. So, hi, Mary Thornbury, and Secrets of the Red Moon Tarot. Oh, you've changed your name, Dean. Welcome. I would recognize that picture anywhere. Yeah, I agree. They're funnier than Jewish people too. They also have a very caustic wit. Like I was mad at my father. I mean, um, my mom and dad divorced when I was 6, and I was the oldest of 4 children. So we saw him once a week, but I hated his caustic humor. Like it just was awful. And I didn't realize until my 40s that that's the way they talk to each other. And actually, they're that way too. They're always, kind of these put downs and, laughing at you and that kind of stuff. And so then I went, oh, okay. All right. I get it now.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of an acquired taste. You have to get used to it.
It is an acquired taste. So I know my principal, this is going back about 14 years, he's a Geordie. So, if you ever seen Vera, it's from, I think, Shields. Anyways, it's northeast England, and they're called Geordies, and their accent's quite different. In fact, it almost has the same sing-song kind of quality of the Scottish people. I think it must be sort of in between. And I love accent. I have a Geordie friend who's a teacher, and then my principal is a Geordie, and he was the same way. He um, he had this humor where he would, kind of make fun of you or this kind of thing. So I thought, oh, okay, he's just like my dad. So you know what I did? I started dishing it back, and he was so happy.
I love that. Do you still do it now?
Oh yeah, I dish it back.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, person like that. Yeah, I just dish it right back to them. So
yeah.
yes, you are gorgeous, Dean. You are. Yes, they are deeply moralistic people. That's true. Yeah, I've been yeah, so my the Southern Irish, they're deep into Catholicism, of course, is the Irish Catholic Irish, and then the um, Northern are Protestant. So there's a historical rift in the 70s and the 80s. It was really bad. There was bombings and stuff like that. I know you're a youngster, so maybe you don't know the history between and also against the English. It was a terrible time. But it's an historical conflict. Like it goes back to, I don't know actually when, but I think the 1700s, probably further back.
Oh, wow.
Hey, there's Kathy.
The U.S. school system is so bad that we did not learn about all the interesting stuff. We just basically
Yes,
focused on things from U.S. past. I'm just like, everybody
yes,
knows this. Why are we still going over this? We took classes in 8th grade and in middle
Yeah.
school, elementary school. We don't need to keep on going over this. Like, I want to learn about other stuff in other parts of the world.
Oh yeah, we took European history and the UK and all that kind of stuff. So actually, I don't think we did U.S. history. I mean, we know so much about you guys anyway, being on the border, TV, and that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
I also took American history when I was in university. I took a course and thought that was very interesting. So
Yeah.
I also took Russian history. Actually, it was Russian geography, but a lot of history was in there too. So actually, my degree is in geography, and it was a great degree to get because what it was right down the middle. Like you could go as scientific as you wanted with geography, like studying water, like hydrology, the weather, geology. You could get quite sciencey about it. And then there was the human side of geography. Like I took a historical geography course of Canada. That was very interesting. It shows how the different groups, how their relationship with the land. For example, at Quebec, the French Canadians, they whereas in for example in England or in the States, that sort of thing, if you had a farm, it went to your oldest son, right? And then the rest of them just, whereas the French gave a strip of land, it was all in strips, to if I'm right, if I remember correctly, to all their family members. But if that's not correct, the reason they're long and narrow is because they would have, so that everybody had access to a river. That's where they got their water. And so rather than being a pig and have a big thing of land and you have all this water rights, or access to the water, they did it in strips so everybody had access, or access to a road.
That's
Yeah.
so cool. I need you as
Isn't
my
that cool?
geography teacher.
Yeah, sure.
You'd be way
Um,
more entertaining than the ones they probably have here.
well, yes, I am a very entertaining teacher, I guess, as you could guess. I've taught anywhere from grade 2 to grade 10, but my specialty when I started teaching was I was a reading specialist, so I always taught struggling readers. And I started at junior high, which in our system at that time was 8, 9, 10. But I wanted to get to the readers younger. So I started getting postings with younger students. Then it was like 5, 6. And then it was, it just kept going down. And the last sort of 20 years of my career, I taught primary. So I was able to catch those readers really, really early.
That's so cool. I love that.
It's crazy. I would wear hats and use puppets, and I had this chicken hat that I've talked about before, but this chicken that would lay with its legs down the side, and she would take over. She would possess me, and I used her when I had.
I love that. Oh my gosh. That sounds so much fun.
Yeah, and then when she would do things like, "Okay, let's dance."
Oh, she'd be like the little naughty side of the teacher.
Yes, yes, yes. And so we'd pump up the tunes and we'd be dancing. And then I'd very, very surreptitiously, I would quickly take the hat off and then I'd go, "What are you guys doing? What's going on here? It's a party. What, and they'd go, and then they'd say, "Oh, Amelia was here."
Oh my gosh.
Or
I
it's
love
Amelia,
that.
or Amelia. We had their classrooms at this particular school. It was all in one level, and they had a door to the outside as well as a door to the hallway. And so I would let the kids, when break, I was pretty conscious of kids needing to move, and so I'd get them to run around twice around the school. And so, of course, it was Amelia that told them to do that. And then when they were coming in, of course, I had the hat off, and I go like, "Where were you guys? I the classroom was empty and I didn't know where you went. I was worried sick." And of course they do that. First they do that. And then they and then they would, Amelia told us to do it.
I love that.
Oh, I know, I did it all the time.
Me
But
too.
even without Amelia, we put on the tunes and we danced, and I guess it was a brain break for them, and also just to have fun. I loved having fun with them.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like that would be me as a teacher. I'd just be like,
Oh
"Let's go.
yeah,
Let's eat some candy on the floor."
yeah, exactly. Well, no, I didn't. I didn't. No, we couldn't bring candy in because they were, that just sugar that just gets them really going.
Oh,
And
yeah.
some parents would send candy in their lunch, and I would say, "Don't bring it again.
Oh
Sorry."
my
And
gosh.
around Halloween, no, don't bring any candy. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I was fun, but I had really firm boundaries, and I was consistent with, I didn't change the goalposts so they confuse them, right?
yeah.
Yeah. So hi, Kathy. Nice to see you. So if you guys have any questions, please, as usual, put them in capitals, and I'll start a list. I'll star your question, and I've talked to Aiden. And we can be open to. Hey, hey, Gerald. Nice to see you, Gerald from Tarot Stash is here.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. So we can do political. We can do spiritual, whatever. Even ETs, go for it, and personal, whatever
Yeah.
goes today. If I feel I can't answer it, just no medical questions. I don't do that.
Yeah.
So,
And I can only stay on for an hour, so I hope that's fine.
I just, so I
Okay.
did say that. Yeah. Yeah. So
Okay,
we
that's good.
better get going with the questions then. Um, okay. So, Jake, I see your question. I think you're the first one. So I'm starring yours. Cheryl says, Aiden shaved. He doesn't have a mustache.
Oh yeah, the one you put on me in the video you made. I took it off real fast, Gerald.
Too funny. Well, I just outlined that. Where were you, Dean? I
Any
said
questions? No medical.
no medical. Any questions? No medical. So political, ETs, personal, spiritual. So go for it. Just put it in all caps so I can see it easily. Although my eyes are good. I'm pretty good for an old gal. But I was just talking to my sister, she's a year younger than me, and it was her birthday yesterday. And so I wished her happy birthday, but we talked today on the phone before I came on the live stream. And I said, I don't feel my age at all. I still feel really young, and, I'm really healthy. And she goes, oh, I'm feeling mine. The poor thing.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, Chris. Hello. Welcome, Chris. Oh, I answer that. See what the energy tells us. So yeah, so I told her, wow, I feel very blessed.
Yeah. Yesterday I
Yeah.
did a live stream with someone, and I was just very blunt. Like
Yep.
I just decided to like take the filter off and just be
Yep.
blunt, and I had fun doing it. So I might try it again today.
Oh, do it. I do the same thing. I don't pull any punches.
That's good because I feel like if someone asks for a reading, they don't want it to be sugar coated.
No, exactly. No, you're doing the right thing. Oh, there's Elen. Okay, I'm going to star yours. Okay, got it. Yeah, I don't believe in sugarcoating it. Like, in fact, there was one person, Aiden, that would come on. English, you could tell English wasn't their first language, but anyways, they would come on all the time and ask the same question. Will so and so, wake up to? Okay, Kathy, I got your question, and the readings I did, they always said no because this person was married, and no, they're not going to. No, they're not interested in you. I'm sorry, and I would tell. I I would be blunt. And finally, when they kept coming into the chat room, I said, "I'm not answering your question. I've answered it quite a few times. Answer's not going to change. Don't ask again. And if you
Yeah,
ask again, I'm going to block you."
that's so funny.
Well, Yeah, you got to tell it like it is. You got to. I mean, yeah. I tell people too that, this is the energy, or I could be interpreting it wrong. And if you don't like what, use your own discernment.
Yeah, definitely.
You don't have to take my interpretation or what I see, what the energy is, spirit is telling me. It's, you've got free will.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's go with the first question. So keep asking away, guys. And this is Jake. I just want to know if what I'm thinking about a past life is true from spirit. Okay, I'm going to ask the pendulum, and then I'll back it up with cards.
I'm going to try using Scott Allen's alien cards.
Oh, okay. You like those cards?
I do. He was so nice, and he sent them to me, which was so nice.
Oh, that's so great. Yeah, I've called a moratorium on buying any more cards. I'm on a strict budget right now. I had to laptop. So
Yeah. Oh, I heard about that.
yeah. But I'm really happy with my MacBook Air. I went back to Apple. I used Apple products, the Macs, all my professional life. And then when I retired, I got a PC, and it actually gave me nothing but trouble.
Yeah,
But
I mean, Apple is like a good company to use. I've been
well,
using it.
their products last a long time. I know they went through a period there, I think around the mid, like 2015 or something, and there was a few years where the keyboards really sucked, and they had to replace a lot of keyboards. But and also, they're coming out with the M2, the M2 chip, but you have to pre-order it. You can't buy it. And I thought, I'm not going to get the M2. I don't need it. I'll get the M1, and I got one for a really good price. It was open box, hell of a price, and I'm so happy with it. So happy.
Yeah.
But I
Oh my
can't
God.
figure out why they don't make touch screens. I keep going to touch a screen. It's not a touch screen. They don't seem for their iPads.
I mean, I think that would be cool if they made like their Mac like a
Mhm.
touchscreen, like boop boop boop.
Exactly. But they don't. Okay, I'm going to ask this. First of all, I'm going to just program my pendulum. Okay, show me a yes. Okay, got it. Show me a no. All right. All right. So is what Jake is thinking about, is this from a past life? From past thinking about. Oh, it's not doing anything. It's not saying yes or no. Interesting. Okay.
That is very interesting.
Yeah, I'm going to, let's see, what cards am I going to be using? I think, as I've said before, it's whatever sticks to me. Like, there's nothing sticky on the cards, and my fingers aren't sticky, but I feel the deck will feel kind of sticky. Like this one's not the deck. So, I got so many decks here. Oh, it might be that one. Okay. What about this one? No. Okay. No. No. Okay. It's this one. The Light Seers, which makes sense.
I definitely think Jake's on the right track. He said maybe it's one of those things I need to figure out for my own. I think definitely
Yeah.
it's something.
That occurred to me, that spirit didn't want to tell you. So,
Yeah. And I got this card. It says open your mind, learn daily, and teach by experience. So definitely
yeah,
it's up to you to determine, is this real or am I just creating something in my imagination?
exactly.
You can also get this card, believe what is right in front of you. And then sound vibration, healing, and clearing. So
Yeah, just a minute. I have to finish.
take that as you will, Jake.
Exactly. Yeah, I like Viviani. I like his new name too. Hi, K Travel. Nice to see you. And Viviani. Yeah, people are trickling in. That's great. So, all right. just give this another shuffle, and I would agree with Aiden that it'll be revealed to you that they don't want to give it to you. You need to discover it. So I totally would go with that, because I don't very often have it where the pendulum just sits there.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's just see what my cards say.
So definitely more meditation for you, Jake. Like YouTube and like the sound, like the card said, like sounds,
Yes.
vibrations. So
Yeah, I listen to a lot of those. At night, I have one that is, and the video is just sound, and the music is like it's for 5 hours, and I just fall asleep to it and let it play. So, okay, let's see what my cards say. Okay, Knight of Wands, and I see this as being open to it, being free and open. So totally, and you will get the messages. And I've got the Death card, which is death and rebirth, but it's saying to me past life, and it will be revealed to you, magician. When you're ready and you want to, and then you'll get some answers. Way, it's going to be a bit at a time. So, and what's the bottom of the deck? Yeah, Spirit will review. Here's the Three of Cups. So it will happen, but just I guess you're not ready.
Yeah,
they don't want to. Yeah,
I think this is all just like stepping stones. Like you just moved to a new stepping stone, and I drew some tarot, and I got the Hermit reversed. And to me, I get from this card that this is like need for spiritual growth. So this is like Spirit trying to push you in the right direction. And then I also get the Magician reversed, and that's all about, for me, untapped potential. So definitely Spirit's trying to push you forward in whatever way. And then I get the Six of Swords, which is about transition and a journey. So this is like the start of your spiritual journey. So make sure you tune into that and do it, because you could be like, in a few years or a few months, you can be like reading people's past lives. That'd be so cool.
It's interesting you talk about the Hermit. It'd be coming out on Tuesday, but I did a collaboration with Jeffrey from A Right Color, and it's called Tarot Tuesday, and what he does with a guest, he collaborates with, and we talk about one card. So the card that we talked about was the Hermit.
Oh, wow.
And he said he found that each guest they had, and the card that he'd chosen to do with them was the perfect card for them. And I took, and one of the things, the Hermit, I'm just going to find the card so I can refer to it. Just a minute. Of course, it's probably going to be at the bottom, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Probably.
Come on. Where are you? I don't believe this. It's always the way. It's always at the bottom or near the bottom. Where are you? You're hiding. God, I don't believe it.
Oh, Jake said he brought up the Hermit yesterday during his reading.
Yes, that's right. Oh, it was the very last card.
That's so funny. Oh my gosh.
Okay, so so what I mean, Jeffrey's so the Rider Waite, and he just gets so many nuances from the card, and of course he reads intuitively, but his knowledge of the cards is just amazing. So every Tuesday he does it with a guest, and my video with him on exploring the Hermit is coming up this Tuesday. So tune it in. But anyways, one of the things is, the Hermit. Yes, it's your spiritual journey. It's going within, further study, shedding light on something. But the meaning I said, one of the meanings I said to Jeffrey, and he said, "Oh, I never thought of that." And he says, "Thank you." Was that he's in the darkness and he's holding the lantern, but the way is lighted only one step at a time. So you have to step forward, right, to be
Yeah.
in light. And the thing is, that's what spirit does sometimes. Is it won't be revealed to you right away. It's one step at a time. In fact, it's really perfect for me. I've been doing a lot of hermiting since COVID, but I, particularly in the last 6 months, I've been even a deeper hermit because I've been doing lots of spiritual. And I'm supposed to be writing this book. I've done the outline. I've already started it, but um, I'm getting the message, and this is how I write anyway, is that you'll be told one step at a time. It'll be revealed to you one step at a time. The book is did a reading for me on this book that I'm writing, and he said it's going to be really successful, and it's going to be channeled. You're channeling this book.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And that it's going to be a real spiritual journey for you too. So it's, again, the hermit. So it's perfect. Yeah, I'm excited.
Excited.
Well, the thing is, I did the outline, and then I kind of, because I had a natal chart done by Lalit Staub, who's a great astrologer, and she said, "You're writing this book, successful, blah blah blah." And so then I started the outline. I knew which book I wanted to write, and but then I stopped, and I thought, well, who am I? To be this, you get into all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
So I took care of that. And the thing is, I like to see it all mapped out in front of me. I want to know I'm doing the outline, and I want to know what I'm doing, right? But I learned a long time ago, particularly with my writing, is that you just start. And again, like the hermit, you take one step at a time, and it will be revealed to you. And how you start, what you started out with, the project you started out with, is not what you end with. It changes. It organically evolves. So I've learned to trust. And also I got rid of the feelings of doubt and who am I? I'm not
Yeah.
thinking that anymore. We all do that. Even though I'm a medium and a psychic and I read tarot and read tarot intuitively, I have my foibles too. We all do. Okay, enough about me. Stop talking, Sharon. Okay, next one. Chris. My friend Brad is going through a terrible divorce. Oh, I'm so sorry. Will he get part custody of his kids? Okay, which deck are you using here? That one. All right. And I'm just going to mute myself, Aiden, because I'm gonna tune in.
Okay.
If you, yeah. Jake says I do spend a lot of time alone, which is I honestly don't mind. I don't either. I like myself. I'm never bored. Okay. I'm just going to try the pendulum as well. All right. Partial. Oh, okay. If you're ready.
Yeah, you know what? I have a fun idea. What if we do this?
Yeah.
Let's say from a 1 to 10 scale, how happy will Brad be with the outcome? And we can say the number at the same time. 10 being the happiest, 1 being the least happiest. Does that sound good?
Yep.
Okay. Let me think of the number. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4.
4.
We got the same number. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I did the pendulum and I didn't get a good answer.
Yeah. That's so funny we said the same number. Oh my gosh.
No, it's not funny. We're
Oh.
tuned into each
Oh
other.
yeah. Well duh. Yeah, sorry, I
Yeah,
forgot.
yeah. Yeah, I'll see what the cards say, but I'm not having a good feeling about this. So there must be either his wife is doing a real snow job, or he's got some issues that are not helping him. I don't know. This is my head talking.
Yeah.
So
and Chris, are you still here in the chat? Are you still
Hi,
here,
Nancy.
Chris?
Yeah, I wonder if it's not Chris. It is Chris. Sorry, friend Brad. Yeah, I wonder if Chris is still in the chat.
Oh yes, Chris is still here.
Yeah, it's still here. Well, I think it might change though over time. The first card is the 7 of Wands, and he's having to defend himself, and then there's the Hermit. So I get that he's going to be by himself. He won't have the kids, but I think it's going to change because Pentacles, and then the 10 of Pentacles, and then the 2 of Cups. So I think later on they'll come. They'll come to some agreement, but I'm just thinking it's not going to be right away.
Definitely, yeah. I did some tarot, and he's not going to be happy with the full outcome.
No.
And I drew some feeling cards. I was like, how will Brad feel once the ruling happens? And first card I got was pain.
Yeah.
And then rejection. And then I did get a good card, which is growth. It's going to really help him grow as a person. But then I also get caution, which is to not overstep your boundaries once the ruling happens.
Right.
And then towards the end, I get success, which means like what you said, it's going to happen. You're going to, just go with the flow. I know it's a very hard process, but everything will end up where it's supposed to be in the end.
Yeah. I think I don't know if he'll have visitation, but I did see him, the kids leaving with him, and they were going out to do something. So I think eventually that will happen. Yeah. And you said about the journey and that sort of thing, growth. Yeah. And that's what the Hermit is about. He's got his own journey, his own spiritual growth, and he will do that. And I think it'll end up, as I said before with my head, he's got some work to do. But the outcome eventually looks really good.
Yeah.
So tell him not to despair. And
you can send him this video if he believes in any of this stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but the pendulum said no, and then of course my cards reflected that. But it's afterwards. He's trying to do. He's currently sees his kid. Okay, well, I guess that's what I saw. But I saw them visiting him, and he was going out with them or whatever. He's trying to do good. Okay. Well, he's got work to do, but tell him the outcome looks good. He's just got to do his work.
Yeah. That was good, Sharon. High five.
There.
Yay.
Yes, we're good together. Okay, good. Well, tell him not to despair. Tell him to do his work. take responsibility, all that stuff. And it is hard for the dads, the financial treatment, but yeah. So
Yeah, and like we learned from the Johnny Depp case, like it's not always the men that are the bad ones in the
yeah,
relationship.
yeah. You know what? I didn't watch that. I thought it was really horrible that all their business was out there for everybody to
Yeah,
see. That was televised. I think that was sick.
definitely. Yeah, I agree with that. But I can't do anything about it.
No, no.
Besides watch it.
I just made my no. But what I did was I chose.
Yeah,
So the thing is, he's probably not as good as he was portrayed, and she's probably not
yeah,
as bad. But whatever. Um,
definitely.
None of my business.
Yeah,
I hate that they televise that. They shouldn't allow that. That is, I mean, yes, they're celebrities, but why are we brought into their bedroom? Like, come on,
yeah.
and into their
I
inner
don't know
lives.
why it was televised. I mean, I don't know who agreed to that. I don't know if both parties agreed to it because they thought maybe,
They
oh,
get
this will
sympathy.
expose another person. We'll get so much fame from this. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I just think it's sick. Oh, Chris says yes. The ex-wife is quite something. Yeah, I picked that up. I saw her on the couch, kind of. Yeah. Yeah. I picked I picked up her energy. Yeah, but he's got stuff too. It's both of them.
Yeah.
So all right, it's um, after 11 years of not speaking to each other, my ex-husband and I it's a long story, but a snowstorm brought us together, and we both said ended up talking for 3 hours, and we both said, "I'm really sorry." Didn't qualify it, just a blanket, "I'm really sorry." So and he said the same thing. And in other words, we were both taking ownership for our part in our marriage breaking part. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Okay. So all right, next question. Aiden. Work is sending me 2 days next week in the store. I don't want to go. I work from home. I hope it's a one-off and I won't go again. Thanks. Okay, is this just a one-off? I'm forgetting to clear the energy. I need to do that. I'm going to mute myself and then I ring my little bell. And this is my truth serum, although I think I've been pretty truthful already. It's for the throat chakra and it says clear truth. Yeah. All right. Okay, which cards am I using here? All right, that one. All right. All right. Okay. Is this a one-off? Or are they going to make her go to start off? Is this okay, one more time. Being told one more time to shuffle, and then that's good. All right. Okay, is this a one-off? I'll also use the pendulum. Okay, her going to school and to work for 2 days at the store. Is this a one-off? Okay.
So is she asking if this is going to be like just a one-time thing where she's to go in 2 times?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. What do you get?
I don't get anything specific, but I do think this is a one-off. I don't think she's gonna have to go in. I don't think they're gonna make her go in so many times after this.
Right.
But just let them know that it's not a convenience for you to go out there because once they know that you're able to go multiple days, they'll probably want to start using you more. So just let them know it's not easy for you to get out there. Um,
Is this a
then
one-off
yeah,
going into the store? What I'm getting is a really tiny no. It's not a one-off, but then it changes and it goes into a little tiny yes. So I think you have the power to change this. So you don't want to be left out in the cold. This is the Five of Pentacles. But I see that as you don't want to do that. COVID's still rampant. You don't want to go into the store. And I think you are going to take action like, this woman on this horse here, like, hell no. Hell no. I'm going to work from home.
yeah,
And you're the next time you're going to refuse this offer. No, I'm not interested.
yeah.
And here's the rules. The Hierophant. What is that saying to me? Yeah, you're going to make up the rules for yourself. This is about rules and that, the establishment and stuff like that. But what I'm getting is you're going to make it up yourself because it's going to lead to heartbreak. You just don't want to do it. And I think you're going to tell them, if you make me do this, I'm going. You're the woman on the motorcycle here. Like, I'm going. This is quick movement. And then the Lovers. So you probably can come to some agreement if you threaten to leave. Also, it may be just a new beginning for you. Maybe it's this shove that you need, because I know you are working on an online store for yourself. And so the energy of the reading is death. So this could be a new beginning to you. Also, it could be also that, COVID, you just, no, you're not prepared to do that. You'll do it this time, but you don't want to do it later. And underneath that, at the bottom of the deck, is 10 of Cups. And then underneath that, like, I'm drawn to this to keep going. Here's the motorcycle, and you are in control. This is the Chariot, but you are in control. Okay, so that's
Definitely.
why I'm getting the soft no and the soft yes. Like, it could be either. It's up to you.
Yeah,
Okay.
you have to make sure you move your chess pieces wisely and
Yes,
let them know that
and
you can't be
and
pushed around.
exactly, you cannot be pushed around. Okay, get your inner. Who can we? What person could we bring in? She needs to channel her inner something. Her inner Aries.
Her inner Hulk.
Your inner Hulk. Yes, she's a warrior. Like, you're not going to. Her inner Gloria Steinem. So I hope that makes sense.
Oh wow.
Oh, she says, oops, it disappeared. Good. I think I need to stand my ground. The store is terrible, and half of the staff have left. Okay, thank you. Yeah. Stand your ground. That's what I'm getting. Like, And you're the master of your destiny.
You know what? If you get tired and you're to the point where you feel like leaving, you know what I would just do? I would go to like the boss or whoever it is and be like, "This store's terrible, and half the staff has left. I feel like I can help. I can do a better job than
Job at home. Yeah.
yeah." So
And if not, maybe this is a push you need to, because she doesn't like her job. I know that.
yeah, I can tell.
So she's just doing it to pay the bills right now. But her passion is to start a store, a spiritual store
Right.
online. So, all right. Next question. All right. Now, have I missed any questions? I'm going to put this here and I'm going to go back to.
Oh, hi, Sheila.
Oh, Sheila in the room?
Spirit
Oh,
Messenger and Tarot.
hey, there's Sheila. Yes, I've got our precious friend Aiden here. I just love him. I mean, I loved him before I met him, but I love him even more now. And thanks for hanging out with this old gal. Actually, I'm not old. I am young, experienced. You know, the reason I stayed in teaching for so long, I went right to age 65. Most teachers retire in Canada here between now 57, 58, you know, when they put on enough years to get their pension, full pension. But I didn't. I continued because I just loved it so much. I just, you know, the kids kept me young, and it was my calling, you know, to help these kids.
Yeah.
So now I'm just wondering if there's any more questions. This is the last question. If there's no more questions, and you said you just wanted to do. Oh, Nancy's got a question, but if you need to go, I can always answer it by myself. So that's no worries, Aiden. Don't feel obligated.
Yeah, I can do one more question.
Yeah, there's one more question, then there's a second one. Okay, I don't. If I must have. If there's any other questions, I guess I missed it. But let's do this one. Kathy, do you should look. Oh, really? My screen just magnified on you.
Oh,
I got this big screen and you're filling it.
that sounds like a nightmare. I'm sorry.
No, it's not. What is going on? I can't get it to stop. Come on. If I do escape, it should.
Has that been happening a lot?
Got it. It happens occasionally. Yeah. It could also be my son. My son who's on the other side. He will take over my computer. He does all sorts of things.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. Yeah, no, I'm not old. That's right, Nancy. No, I'm not. Hi, Catherine. Nice to see you again. So if there's any questions, you can go ahead. Aiden's going to have to leave soon, but I will take more questions. All right, I'm ready to look for a dog. Do you see this happening soon? All right, I'm going to ring my bell. I'm going to mute and ring the bell. And which deck? Which deck are we using here? Oh, I'm being called to an oracle deck. So let's see. All right. Oh, you did? Okay, Christina, I've got your question. And okay, Catherine, I'm not seeing it. Maybe after we do this question, you could repost it and I'll pick it up. Yeah, you said you submitted it, but I don't see it. Sometimes that happens. Okay, so Kathy G, for her a few months ago. It was lovely to meet her. Yes, and I do personal readings. I'm going to do a shameless plug. I'll do it later, but you can email me at sharon.m.lee1954@gmail.com. And
I need to book one of those with Sharon. I feel that'd be good.
And yeah, I'll do one for you. I mean, Kevin and I could do it for you. Or I can just do it. Doesn't matter. All right. So email me. We'll get together. I'll do it gratis just because I love you, Aiden.
Aw, thank you.
You're pure of heart.
I'm glad.
Okay.
Well, do you get anything so far?
Um, no, I've been distracted. So,
Ugh,
I have to read the chat and
yeah,
all
it's a
that.
lot.
So, yeah. So I got your question, Catherine. Okay, let me tune in here. Yeah, I can see that you're ready for a dog. I think you will. Let's see what the pendulum says. Is Kathy getting a dog soon? Yeah, I'm getting a yes. And I'm just, if you want to go ahead, you can, or you can wait. Doesn't matter to me. Now,
Kathy, I drew from Scott Allen's other deck, and I got the Queen of Cups, and it's mother, healing, loving, nurture. So definitely, you're gonna get a little puppy that you can definitely hug and love on. And I feel like right now you're looking for something to spice up your life with the Queen of Wands reversed. Um,
hmm,
but I also think this is gonna help you with the Two of Cups reversed with codependency issues. Um, I think that your fear is being alone. One of
hmm.
your fears is being alone. Um, and I think that a little puppy will definitely help you with that and make you feel less alone. So that's what I'm getting for you. And I agree with Sharon. I think you're going to be getting a little puppy soon. So
Okay, and it might even be a smaller. I saw a smaller dog, so it could be even just a small dog. It doesn't necessarily have to be a puppy, but I see something on the smaller side, so that could be a puppy or it could be a smaller breed. Um, all right. Yeah, I'm getting a yes. Yeah. Um, so I I pulled a card from this oracle deck called Spirit of the Animals Oracle. And what I got was the lion. Oh, isn't it? This is not the card I drew, but I feel I have to read this. I was drawn to pick up this card. The other card disappeared. Oh, no, there it is. Okay, but I'm going to read this. This is the line, higher call. And you have within you all the courage you need. Let go of the past and reclaim your majesty. You will find success and contentment with those by your side. So that'll be your doggy by your side. That's so
yay.
cute. And make noble choices for your life and your tribe. And the other and pulled, high trend zone, is goose, inner knowing. Well, you know that you're ready for this dog. Like go with your gut feeling, right?
Yeah, and you can make it happen. Like all you have to do is walk
You can,
outside and find a stray dog and be like, "You're mine," and just
yep,
take it in.
yeah. And yes, she says she's looking for a small dog, preferably. Yeah, I saw a small dog. I actually saw a small. No, this is not saying this is what you're going to get, but I saw a smaller breed. I saw a miniature schnauzer. In fact, it was smaller than usual miniature schnauzer. But I think I'm being influenced because I just met a miniature schnauzer yesterday that I'm going to pet sit in July. And so I think that's my mind
Yeah.
doing that. But the miniature schnauzers are a certain size, but this one it was tiny. This breeder's breeding tinier ones. So it was kind of in between those two sizes. But anyways, Goose is inner knowing. You are a brave traveler. Your soul knows the way. Be confident you will achieve your destination. Loyal friends are always with you. Loyal dogs are loyal.
Yes.
Don't worry, you are blessed. Let yourself fly. So I would say
Yeah.
yes. I got some other cards here that I pulled from the tarot. Basically, you can manifest this, the high priestess and um, justice. This is the right thing for you to do now. And, it's going to happen, the Ace of Wands.
Oh, I got the
So,
Ace of Wands too.
yeah. And I think you've been, through COVID and everything, I think you've been really, the moon. I think you've been, well, we've all been affected by COVID. And I think, being alone. Oh, you like miniature schnauzers. So, okay, that's okay. Okay, so maybe my mind wasn't influencing me. But the moon here, I just, think people are, by being alone so much, there's a lot of depression, that kind of thing. And I think you're coming out of that. You've been stuck, right? Here's the Four of Pentacles. You've been really stuck, but I think you're going to open up and there's going to be a great relationship between you and your dog. It's going to be great. So, okay. So I have some more questions, but how are you doing for time? If you want to go, that's fine. In fact, I'm not going to take any more questions because, as I told you, about beautiful, gorgeous weather here, and our weather's been crappy. So I'm going out for a ride on my motorcycle. Okay.
Yes.
Even in the hot weather, Aiden, I wear all the gear all the time. I have a summer jacket with the armor. I've got the pants, and I've got a really good helmet. That. Yeah. Always safety first. So.
Yeah. Well, that's going to be it for me today, guys. I really do. I love coming on here. I love talking to you.
I know it's so easy to read with you. I think we're a good team.
Yeah, definitely.
And one of these times we are going to do both of us.
Yeah.
You don't sound very enthused.
No, you cut out. You cut out when you said that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
What'd
we'll
you
do
say?
it from the. I said, one of these times we'll do it from the bathtub, but I'll be in my bathtub and you'll be in yours.
Oh yes, I love that idea. Love that idea.
Me, I'm crazy. Like being a teacher, I dress up and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I love props.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, well, thank you, Aiden.
Yes, thank you.
Thanks for having me. Yes, thank you for hanging out with me today, and blessings. And yeah, just contact me. I'll do a reading for you.
Okay, I will.
Okay, all right.
Bye, guys. Okay. Thank you.
Bye.
Have a nice, wonderful day.
Okay. Hi, Brenda. And you're welcome, Kathy. Yeah, Great Danes are too big for your lap. Yeah, my husband, when I met him, we were girlfriend and boyfriend, then started living together. But he had a Great Dane. Yeah, they're kind of stupid though. At least this one was. Yeah, they're not my cup of tea, but anyways. You're welcome, Kathy. Yes, I want to. I want to, Helen. It's on my bucket list to do the UK, and then maybe I would do Europe too. It depends on. But this book I'm writing, it's going to be so successful that money is not going to be a problem. I can go anywhere. That's what I'm manifesting. So nice to see you, Brenda. All right. So message from your boyfriend, Lee. Okay. I'm just going to mute myself while I ring the bell to clear the energy. Oh, no, I didn't mute. Sorry about that. Yes, I'm thoroughly going to enjoy my ride. It's finally, we have summer weather here. It's been a long time. Okay, so I'm just going to tune in. Message from Lee. Okay. All right. I'm going to throw some cards. Which cards are they going to be? Spirit's going to tell me. Not those ones. Oh, not those ones. I'm surprised. Okay, so is it going to be these ones? No. That's interesting. No. Okay, I'm drawn towards this oracle deck. Thanks, Kathy. Okay. Is it this one? Okay. The language of letting go. So, how long ago? Many years ago, right? Like decades ago. Isn't that right, Nancy? If I recall, it was a motorcycle accident, or he rode a motorcycle. I was going to ride just around the island, but I just got a flash that I should go off island. I think I will. I mean, we're in a week where it's the longest days of the year. So I could go do that. Okay. Boyfriend Lee. All right, one more shuffle. Oh, it's only been 3 years. Oh, wow. Oh, for some reason, I thought it was a long time ago. Okay, and I'm directed to pull another one. Oh, so yes, it was a motorcycle accident. Okay. Well, what I saw, Nancy, was I saw him in a bright white T-shirt and a leather vest. You know, I think his pants were leather too. But I saw him. You know, I have this open room that they come into, and he's actually moving away from you. He's moving to go up the door, and the he's not leaving you. He's not abandoning you, but he's feeling like you're stuck, and he wants you to go on your own journey, and without him. So he says he doesn't want you to forget him, but he wants you to go on with the rest of your life. It's time. I hope that makes sense. And I'm sorry to give you that message, but it's not a sad message. It's just that he says, I'm here. I'm going to be supporting you, but it's time for you to go on your own journey. Does that make sense to you? And from the language of letting go, this is my fave oracle deck that it's not an oracle deck, it's just messages. And it's called The Language of Letting Go by Melody Beattie. I just love this deck. You've been pushing him away. Okay. Yes, I see him going. He's going. All right. So that's why I saw that. Card. It's confiding in a friend. And it says, today, I'll remember that it's okay to talk about the issues that bother me. It is by sharing these concerns that I will move beyond them. I will trust myself to choose the best confidant possible, someone who will not use my disclosures against me and who will give me healthy feedback. Yeah, so it does make sense. Yeah, so you need to, I'm sure there's things you need to talk about, things you need to release, and yeah, do it with a trusted friend. So that's the message. And yeah, so he's leaving. He's the strong message. It's time for your journey. And because you've been stuck, and I can understand that. You know, I've been through lots of death in my family. So it's, yeah. So that's the message. And he's saying it with love. Okay, well, thank you for asking. I'm always love reading for you. You know, I always seem to remember. I remember who you are. I remember this situation. You know, it comes to me back to me in pieces. Yes, you'll always remember him with a smile. Definitely, he knows you're not going to forget him. But definitely, the message is, yep, it's your journey now. Okay, so thank you so much. I love reading for you, Nancy. All right, Christina. Sorry, I applied for a job. Are you still here, Christina? Christina, that's the first thing I want to. And I think I've got one more after that. And let me see, how many questions do I have here? Yeah, I've got Christina's question and Catherine's questions, and I'm going to leave it there. Oh, you're there. Okay. All right. So I applied for a job and they're going through the resumes. Do you see me getting the job or is there something better coming my way? All right. I'm going to mute myself and ring the bell to clear the energy. Okay. You are so welcome. Nancy, you're so welcome anytime. All right. I got so many decks out on my desk here. I just want to kind of clean things up. All right. Which deck am I using here? Yeah, that one. I usually use this one for that kind of question. So, oh, and I was going to tune in. So let me tune in. You're looking forward to a new relationship. Yeah, absolutely. And with his blessing. Okay, Christina. So I looked and I saw a message, and I'm just going to see what the cards say to back that up. And and I was going to use the pendulum. All right, where did you put it, Sharon? Oh, there it is. Okay, I see it. All right, I just need to put that like that. Okay. I should be getting the job. Okay. Is there something better waiting for another job offer is waiting for you? Okay, the pendulum is backing up what I saw. But just let me finish shuffling the cards here, and I'll see what cards come up, because I like to do the tuning in, and if it's a question that's that can answer with the pendulum, I use that too, and I also use cards. So I attack it at three ways, and the tarot. I mean, I know the meanings. I'm really well versed in tarot, but it's the intuition. I read intuitively. So there's always added, I can flesh out what the cards are. So, and sometimes I'm drawn to an image in the card that I'm meant to see. And that's why I see which deck I'm supposed to use, because there's different images in different decks. So that's how I operate. All right. Let's see what we've got here. Okay, I'll stop there. Okay, so the energy. So what I saw, Christina, is the job that you applied for. I see them now. This is a metaphor too. So what I saw was them shoving a contract in front of you, um, and you circled something in red and like, so something about the job that is not going to be amenable to you. You're going to say no. So, but there is a job down the line. I saw another offer, much better. So, the answer is you are going to the Ace of Cups. And actually, I think that came in upside down. Actually, yeah, it did. So really, this is not the one. You're going to pass on this one. This one is you don't love it. Okay, so that's the end of the reading, and yeah, you wary. Here's the Nine of Wands. You're very wary and defensive, and something about this job you don't like, and you're going to the Hermit. You're going to study this further. You're going to go within and get the answer there because you really think this is not the job for you. There's something about it. I don't know what, but there's something about it that's not won't sit with you well. So more study, more resumes, that sort of thing. And I've got the Temperance. Have patience. It'll come. And here's the Five of Coins, the Five of Pentacles, which usually means loss, that sort of thing, but it's upside down. So I think you'll dodge a bullet by not taking this job. As you've got the Temperance, and you've got the Three of Wands waiting for your ship to come in. It will come. And I get the World card. So you're going to be starting something new. There's the completion of a cycle, and you're going to, there's going to be big changes. Just have strength. I've got the Strength card. And you can manifest this, use spirit, manifest it. Okay. Meditate, several times a day, maybe when you see yourself in the mirror saying, okay, I'm going to love this other job, this new job that's coming. I love it. It's going to be perfect for me. And then you'll get an offer. So here's the Knight of Cups. Yes, I hold out. Now, you use your own discernment, for entertainment purposes only. But I do feel there's something about this first job that the one that you applied for, there's something not quite right. And Spirit is saying, or how I'm interpreting it, is that wait for the next, another offer. Maybe it's not the next offer, but another offer. And, go with your gut, go with your, tune into Spirit. So, yeah, that's what I get. That's what I see, and the cards back it up. Oh, and the pendulum said, no, you're not getting. Oh, you've been trying to manifest what you want. Well, there you go. Keep doing it. And that the pendulum, Christina, are you going to get the next job? And it said a small no. But what I got was, it's up to you. You have free will, and you need to make your decision. Like there's something there that you need to make a decision on. So it was a small no. And then the wait for another offer. It went yes. And it was kind of a small yes, but basically saying to me, okay, you need to manifest this, and it's going to turn into a bigger yes. So you definitely need to manifest it. Keep doing it. So, all right. So that's what I've got. Alex, I'm going off. I'm not going to be reading anymore. I've got one more question, Alex, and then I'm going on a motorcycle ride. So I've been on for an hour and 20 minutes, and I'm not reading for 2 hours. So sorry about that, but you can catch me another time. But thanks for visiting. And remember, guys, the like button. All right. So, Catherine H., could you please tell me how my oldest son and I were related, knew each other in a past life? Plus, will he have a better life from this point on? It's kind of two questions. Well, it is two questions. Okay, well, that's the pendulum. Okay, Helen says, I pulled an animal spirit card for you, got the owl. When it appears, it's an omen that treasure is on the way, either in spiritual or material form. Okay, so this is for Christina. Okay, and the owl, yeah. So you're using your inner wisdom to guide you through this process, Christina. Perfect. All right. Okay. Were Catherine and her oldest son related in a past life? I'm getting a yes. Okay, what was the relation? Was Catherine his mother? Yes. Okay. Was her son female? Yes. So yeah, you've had past lives together, and it's really going a strong yes with the female. So he was a daughter in a. Will he have a better life from this point on? And just a minute, I forgot to clear the energy. I better do that. Oh, for me. I wonder about that. Actually, I got that feeling right away, but I didn't assume. So, got an owl. When it appears, it's an omen. Treasure is on its way, either in spiritual material form. Yep. Yeah, I totally believe that. I know this book is supposed to be pretty big. In fact, you better get my autograph now so you can say that you knew Sharon Lee before she became famous. I'll just charge you $50 for this signature because the price is going to go way up. Okay, all right. Ask the question. Will your oldest son, have a better life from now on? Yeah, it's saying yes. It's not a big yes. Like I think it's it's a yes, but he's got to it's up to him. It's totally up to him. Okay, so I will. All right, let me tune in. Okay, and I will do cards. Now, which deck am I? Oh, yes. Okay, I will go there. So I'm directed to go to the language of letting go, which is it's my fave deck. It's not an oracle deck, but it's messages that people need to hear. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's going to get better, but it's up to him. I'm going to pull a card. It's totally up to him, though. He's the master of his destiny. Because what I saw, Catherine, was I said I have this empty room, and then it gets furnished or whatever we see. But what I see is him kind of tentatively going to the door where there's sunlight, and he's shielding himself from the light, like it's too bright, like he's afraid to go. I just got the hit fear of success. He's his own worst enemy, fear of success. So he's going out into the bright light, which is, should be joy and things are going to be better. But he's shielding himself like, oh my God, this is too much. This is too much. So I hope that makes sense to you. And I'm language of letting go. Thank you so much, Catherine. That's very sweet. I love to help people. So, I mean, over 40 years as a teacher, helping kids. helping parents and so on, helping staff members. This is just an extension of helping people, but I'm not doing it in the school system anymore. All right. Oh, I'm told to shuffle one more. Pull a card for your son. So this is the language of letting go. Oh, interesting. Something about apologizing. I don't know if that makes sense. It is today I will be clear and healthy in my apologies, taking responsibility for my own actions and nobody else's. Okay, well, that makes perfect sense. Yeah, he needs to do that. He's the master of his destiny, and he needs to, well, I hesitate to say man up, because women, we have to do this as well. Everybody does. Take responsibility for your actions. And if you've made a mistake, say so and apologize. I know when there'd be certain times where the principal would call me in and it was something, I don't know, I'd done, I had no idea not something I'd done. And I would go, you know what? You're right. I'm guilty as charged. Saying, I'm guilty as charged. Yes, I did do that and it was a mistake. Your mother wasn't a special education teacher. Yes, that's most of my career is that. I did many years as special ed and learning assistance teacher, but then there was some years there where the government really chopped the number of teachers, and so it affected special ed. So those, I was put back into the classroom, which actually turned out to be a blessing, because I was able to, rather than pulling kids out and working with them, I could work with them in my classroom. So I found I brought all my my bag of tricks with me, and I loved it. And I never went back. Although I had one little short stint, but I never went back to being a special education teacher. I was able to help them in the classroom. So anyways, I'll read this again. I didn't read the whole thing. But yeah, it's basically he needs to take responsibility for his, he has apologies he needs to make. Okay, well, perfect card then. All right, today I will try to be clear and healthy in my apologies, taking responsibility for my own actions and nobody else's. I will seek God's or Spirit's help in figuring out what I truly need to apologize for, and I will do so without reservation. And when I retired, my principal, she had it right in the card. She said, you always, and you owned up to the things you needed to own up for. I mean, I'm paraphrasing, but she just really, really treasured that. I wasn't defensive, and yes, I could say when I was wrong. I made a mistake. Yep, guilty. Okay, how can we fix this? So yeah, people respect you when you do that. So have a chat. They really will respect you. Your just respect goes right up, and I think your vibration goes up too. Oh, he has apologies to make with his own children. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Go into a big to do about it. He doesn't have to qualify it. Just say, I'm really sorry. The simple apology is the most powerful. Whereas you say, I'm sorry, but you were an asshole when you did this. That kind of thing where no, there's no debate. When you say, I'm really sorry, you're saying, I'm sorry for my actions, for my part in this. So these simple apologies are the best. Okay, so thanks for asking that question, and welcome back. I'm glad you checked me out again. I really appreciate that. And of course, I hope you're subscribed. And anybody else who's new here. Okay, and that was the last question. So, Alex, your mother was a kindergarten teacher. Oh, fantastic. Yeah. Teachers are worth their weight in gold. Yes. Yeah, Catherine. Yeah, I find that's the best apology. Just not dressing it up and qualifying it. Just say, I'm really, really sorry. Or even say, I'm really, really sorry for the grief I've caused you. Simple. You're owning it. Okay, guys, thanks for tuning in. I'm going to go off for a ride on my motorcycle, my street twin. I just love this bike. I love the sound of it. It looks like a small bike, but it's 900 cc's. It goes like stink. I know they tried to sell me one that was, similar size, but 1200 cc's. And I said, I don't need 1200 cc's. That's, I've had a big bike. I've had a big cruiser before that was 1500 cc's. But, I'm of the age where, I'm not strong enough for those big bikes anymore. So, in fact, I would never be able to pick it up, the big cruiser. Thanks, Kathy G. Oh, well, you can ride. Why don't you just hop, Kathy G, just in spirit, ride on the behind me? Yeah, I'll take you. Do you know that one day I went riding, and actually it happened more than once, where I suddenly had a flash that my son was riding with me, and the dog, this big dog. They were both sitting behind me as I was riding around the island. It was just and they were having such a great time. I just so treasure that memory. So, okay, well, I'm going to go and have a great rest of your weekend and enjoy yourself. Be happy. Bye for now.